Hello, everyone. My name is Tommy Rodriguez, your friendly neighborhood hookahologist. Sorry, I had smoke in my mouth. How's everyone doing? If you don't know what we're talking about today, we're talking about some dark leaf, some trifecta dark leaf, something a little American because we're in America. And I have to say this now: if you're not by the age of 21 in the state of California, or if you're 18, oh, actually, the federal law now is 18 to smoke these products. I need you to get up on out of here because I'm not trying to get in trouble. But apple pie. America. That's what we're talking about today. I like this flavor. I'm actually almost out of it because I've been smoking it so much. I've been lagging a little bit because, for one, I've been trying it for the show. Two, I was going to do apple cider, but I saw Zach from Strictly Shisha do it last week, and I'm like, wow, don't want to be looking like a copycat, but hey, it's okay. All right, we all have our own opinions on it, so I'm probably going to do that sometime in the near future. But we're going to talk about Trifecta's Apple Pie. I love Trifecta's flavors. This is, I think, the third or fourth flavor I've had from them by now. I've been trying a little bit more on the scope of trying new flavors. So Trifecta is one of those flavors I know I want to eventually get around to more flavors for. But apple pie, because I was actually thinking of the festive mood and everything. What's up? Happy 2020, Chris. Fantastic to see you here again. For those who don't know who Chris is, go add him on Facebook. He's the #1 hookahologist fan. For every live stream that I do, he's there 95% of the time. I think there was like one or two he wasn't there, but it's all right. We're just going to say 100. For 2020, he's the #1 fan because he's been to all of the 2020 video live streams so far. Chris, congratulations. You win a nameless prize. Now, Chris, we're talking about some trifecta here, some apple pie, some America kind of flavors. We're using the Sayoka hookah on the side of here out of my Mason hose, and we have the Alpaca OG bowl, right? And we have 3 flare cubed coals on top because that's how we roll up in the house of hookahology. Normally, I try to start between 7 and 15 all the time, but we've had some technical difficulties here. I was just cleaning out the Sayoka, and I don't think I put it together right, so I had to mess with it for a good 5 minutes before I even got to start. So there's that. What can I say about this flavor so far? I'm actually really liking it. I've actually really liked this flavor since I opened it. I've tried it probably for about a week straight. I've packed 4 or 5 bowls. Chris, someday soon we will smoke a bowl because you know what? In about 6 months is Hookah Expo Quattro. Yes, year at the expo, I'm going to get a shirt made. My girlfriend's going to get on my case about it. I'm going to get hookahology shirts made because you know what? We need hookahology shirts. I'm having my Starbucks today because I am a basic white girl. And I had a beer already, so I need to kind of not have that in my system anymore. So trifecta. First of all, let's get into the cut of these. For those of you who don't know my videos by now, I'm terrible at explaining cut. You can actually see it. It's dark. Because actually, you know what? All tobacco leaves are blonde. They just do something. I don't know what they do to make it black or dark like this, but oh, it's good. I like apple pie. I like this flavor because I get a little hint of cinnamon. It's not double apple. I think my coworker explained it as sour apple last time. So I don't know. I don't taste sour apple at all. It's not very creamy either. But then again, apple pie is not creamy. It's more of that American bold taste to it. I really taste a lot of apples in here. So that's something personally I enjoy. Every time someone brings up apple, what do you think? What do people think of? Double apple, right? Double apple, the dark licorice flavor. I personally don't like double apple, but I was smoking some Zumeri double apple the other day. It wasn't that bad. So, I mean, that's always a good thing, right? One of my favorite things to do is when I'm smoking inside is to shoot rings because it's probably like the best trick I know. But probably like the best trick everybody really knows. Although unless you're a vapor, you have like a million different tricks. I'm not one of those people. So what can I say about this flavor? I actually really do enjoy it. It's not a super strong dark leaf like most like Tangiers. Like you hear me talk about this a lot when I'm smoking other dark leaves. Like not everything is as bold as Tangiers, which is actually very, very good to me personally because it's an easier way if you're trying to get someone to try dark leaf flavors a little bit. Trifecta, Azure, or some of those flavors that you can actually, some of those brands, not flavors, some of those brands you can ease somebody into, right? So it's not super harsh, but it's not, you're getting up to the level of Tangiers because Tangiers is a man's flavor. It's the whiskey of tobacco, I like to say. And I think many of us, hookah enthusiasts would agree. Like a Tangiers is a very strong flavor. You can't just smoke Tangiers unless you're, born with you, unless you're like surrounded by it all the time. Us traditionally, when we're just starting to smoke hookah, we are not smoking dark leaf. We're usually smoking Starbuzz, Fumari. If we go to lounges, that's what they normally carry. There's only a handful of lounges that supply as a strand of dark leaf, but most of it so much of I can't talk today. Most of what I've seen is mostly Tangiers. So these are one of those flavors that are actually super mellow out to try and make sure people actually really enjoy. The cloud output right now is actually really strong. Like I've noticed with this flavor too, that it will smoke strong for the good hour, 2 hour session that you have. I typically don't go more than one round of coals because I don't smoke in my house too often. So I usually smoke more rounds of coals when I go out or when I have people over, I'll have a second set of coals. And we had people over on Saturday, and this bowl really did go with 2 rounds of coals and had no problems. So longevity wise, this is a flavor that will go for quite a bit of time. So to my peanut gallery, Chris, have you tried apple pie and what are your takes on it? Do you agree that you taste a sour apple or do you taste pure apple? Because I'm actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I am kind of tasting a little bit of green apple, the sour apple a little bit. And it's actually not that bad of a flavor. It's the first time when someone brings it. It's like one of those things when someone brings it up to your attention, then you start to taste it. Now I'm starting to taste it. Chris, have you tried Trifecta's apple pie and do you agree that you taste a little bit of sour apple? First of all, I'd like to apologize for not being posting for the past like month, only because it's the holiday time. It's busy. It's Toyota-thon over at Gilroy Toyota, or actually all Toyotas. So I was super busy with the holidays and then Christmas, New Year's, and all that other fun stuff. But it doesn't mean I wasn't smoking and wasn't thinking about you guys because I've been saving these flavors. I've been using all the other flavors, so I actually had more to show you guys when I actually started doing my videos again. So 2020, we're here. Congratulations, everyone showed up. And we all made it in another year. Apple pie, you taste a Granny Smith apple pie. I could also so be the Fiji apple pie is great. Yeah, no, I agree, Chris. It is a fantastic flavor. There's not too many apple flavors I've really tried, not to mention too many I've actually liked. Like I've said, I've tried apple cider, I've tried apple pie, and I've tried double apple. And I've tried double apple through Alfaker. I haven't tried knuckle double apple in a very long time. And then I've had Zumerit, two apples. So I think, and I tried the double apple flavor from Eternal Smoke as well. I think that's actually a pretty good apple as well. Dark Side Ice Granny is Fuji. Fuego. Oh, Fuego. Hey, see, that's some Spanish up in there. If y'all don't know what that means fire. See, Tommy knows Spanish, So that might be something I have to try. Dark Side, I've only tried like a handful of flavors, and I'm pretty impressed with Dark Side. Dark Side. Oh, you know what? This would be the perfect shirt to wear when I do a Dark Side video. I'm super sad that I just bought this. Let me rephrase. I'm super sad I bought this and I don't have any Dark Side to do a review on. So if I had this when I did my Dark Side review, this would have been the perfect shirt. That's for future. All right, guys. So let me start talking about this a little bit more, so I don't get too off topic. Now, apple pie. If you haven't tried Trifecta, they have two lines. They have the blonde leaf and they have the dark leaf. Dark leaf is what they're really known for, and blonde leaf I think just got introduced not too long ago. So for those of you who are trying something new and you want to try getting yourself into some dark leaf, if you haven't tried any of Trifecta's flavors, I suggest apple pie be one of those flavors you try because it's a very enjoyable thing, a very enjoyable flavor to smoke. There's nothing too strong about it. You won't have a problem smoking this flavor for a good amount of time and have that Tangiers kind of nostalgia where you're getting that head rush. I have smoked this plenty of times. I've not gotten a nicotine buzz off of this. So it's actually one of those things where you smoke and you can enjoy with your friends. You can pass this around. You can have a conversation and not just smoke and just be stuck there. Because there's been some Tangiers flavors. Leviathan, for one, is one of those flavors I will smoke and I will get stuck. Right? This is one of those dark leaf flavors where you can smoke and not have that. Right? So to me personally, I think that's a fantastic thing to have because most of us don't who smoke, especially if you're a casual smoker, you smoke when it's at a friend's house or you go with a couple friends to the hookah lounge. These are one of those things that you can smoke and then have a easy time smoking. It's not one of those flavors that are super strong and you'll be like, oh my goodness, this guy's trying to kill me. No, this is one of those flavors you can easily have a casual smoke with a friend and be like, oh, this is fantastic. So in true hookahologist fashion, we're going to be doing an inhale and exhale review, and we'll give our final thoughts at the end. So let's start with the exhale. Inhale, exhale. You go in and then it comes out. Silly gooses. On the inhale, you can really taste the apple. You can taste a little bit of cinnamon as well, and it's actually super, super potent and very pleasurable. Like I said, I'm enjoying this flavor. I enjoy it every time I pack it. So let's start. Oh, there goes the tongs. So let's do the exhale. On the exhale, I can actually taste the cinnamon a lot more potent as it's coming out than it is coming in. And it is very smooth. And you get a little bit of a cinnamon aftertaste, cinnamon aftertaste as you're releasing, and it's still kind of lingering now as I'm talking. And I think that's actually super, super pleasurable because cinnamon's a real sweet thing, or brown sugar. Like it's brown sugar cinnamon taste dish. And I really do enjoy that because I'm a very, sweet driven person. I love candy and I love a lot of sweet things. So for me, it's actually really enjoyable to try and actually have that, resonate with me a little bit. So I think this is a fantastic flavor to try when you're trying to experiment with the new flavors or new brands in particular. If you haven't tried Trifecta, go ahead and try the dark leaf. Like I said, apple pie is one of those recommended flavors that I think would be fantastic for you if you're trying to get into that dark leaf kind of thing, right? You want to expand your horizon a little bit, expand your flavor palette, and expand your taste between blonde and dark. So if you're just starting into hookah and you're kind of tired of, Fumari, Starbuzz, and those blonde leaf flavors, try Trifecta and give any of their flavors a try. But I do highly recommend apple pie because it not only is it an American flavor, we're going to smoke this on the 4th of July and every other American holiday, but it is one of those things where you should try and really, give yourself the time to enjoy. But guys, that's all I pretty much have for you today. If you really want to try something new and try something really something apple-ish, go ahead and pick up some double apple. Pick up some apple pie. You can get it at most online stores. I got mine on Hookah Junkie and hookahjunkie.com. You can get it at hookahjohn.com. You can get it at 5-Star Hookah. You can get it almost all over the place. And if you happen to have a smoke shop that sells it, be sure to pick some up because it is a fantastic flavor. To find me on Instagram and on Twitter, you're going to go under _hookahologist. To find me on Facebook, you're going to be looking for this beautiful face, Tommy Rodriguez. And be sure to follow us on the Hookahologist page on Facebook as well. You'll be looking for this beautiful face once again. And be sure to like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Or if you're new to smoking and you're trying to have more ideas, be sure to check out all of my videos. And I'll be going into a lot more in-depth talks about what the flavors I've tried and what I really enjoy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I have to give this an 8. It's not my favorite dark leaf flavor, although you know what? I'd say a 7. Let's just say a 7 because I give everything 8, 9. But 7, this isn't one of those things I'm going to pick up every day. This is one of those flavors I'm going to pick up every once in a while, right, that I'm going to want to smoke. This is not like one of my go-to pickup flavors, like mango cheesecake or green savior or some of those other things that I need to have and I need to have on reserve for one of those really long days of work, right? So that's why I give this a 7 out of 10, only because like this is something that's kind of seasonal or kind of, you know, festive a little bit. This is not one of those things I'm going to constantly want to buy. That's it, guys. That's all I really have for you. I'd like to thank everyone who tuned into the live stream. Chris, thank you once again. #1 fan right there. And for the other 2 people who are listening and not participating in the chat, be sure to participate in the chat because it's a lot of fun. Until next time, guys, keep smoking.